Alright, guys. So, as promised, I just watched the Silent Hill F video, both on IGN and another channel, Wild Gamer SK. So, I'm gonna put the links below so you guys can watch. But yeah, here's my reaction on the Silent Hill gameplay. So, first of all, the graphics. Let's talk about the graphics. it it's weirdly enough, it is, although it is Unreal Engine 5 game, but it looks kind of like Unreal Engine 4, if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Like those textures, Unreal Engine 5 has a different kind of textures, and you cannot understand or you cannot notice it in YouTube videos. You have to play the games itself to like really notice it. So I don't know, it looks like those older, or comparatively older, not older, but yeah, those Unreal Engine 4 games. I don't know why. And I mean, it looks good for me. Let's talk about like a subjective perspective. For me, I always like Unreal Engine 4 games better. Not only about optimization, those specifically Unreal Engine 4.6 had a really great texture control. Like it was really good. So yeah, I really like the textures and graphics overall. Now let's talk about the environment. Man, the environment is just creepy. And you guys might find some From Software memes, because yeah, it is looking like one of those games. It looks a little bit different than Silent Hill games, like typical Silent Hill games. You can talk about the remastered one or the original one, but yeah, it is looking a little bit different. Now it might be because of the setting. The setting is in Japan, or maybe they intentionally made it a little bit creepy. I mean, it's a gory but creepy. So yeah, the environment is good. Those hallways and those alleyways, it really looks like those uh, 20th century houses and villages in rural Japan. So yeah, props to them. Now, let's talk about the our main character Hinako. So, they in the IGN video I watched, like they were talking about a fear or anxiety meter. Like as the anxiety or fear grows, Hinako becomes like slower, or like she becomes weaker or something like that. So yeah, it is an interesting thing. I don't remember if in past few years we have seen that kind of like mechanics. So I don't remember, but you guys can tell me in the comment if you guys have played something like that with that mechanics. But yeah, it will be interesting to watch. But yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna talk about the gameplay, like those fight scenes in latter part. But yeah, the main character is good, and there is a lot of like dream sequence or alternate universe sequence, and most of the like boss battles I believe will happen in those alternate universe, or like another dimension kind of stuff. So yeah, and also in another dimension, when you enter the different dimension, you also get a like very cool weapon, like the Naginaja or something like that. Naginaja is a ancient Japanese weapon that mostly women used to use, and historically it is really accurate. So yeah, that is that. But you can't bring that weapon in the real world, so you cannot bring the overpowered weapon to your home world. So that is a bummer. But yeah, maybe they will allow us in New Game Plus or something like that. But yeah, so yeah, that is basically about the Hinako, and we don't know about the underlying story. Yeah, a little bit of story that she is trying to find, or the unfolding, something like that, the mystery in the village. But yeah, that is all we know about it. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The gameplay, the action, or whatever. Now I just saw in the Twitter, and even in the YouTube comment section, you'll see like, yeah, I can understand it. You can say yes, it has weight into it, that yeah, she's like a teenager girl who is not fully developed, and she fights like that, very slow, and yeah, that kind of gameplay. But I don't know, they can make it fun, as long as the gameplay is fun, it is all good. The fights are fun, it is all good. So yeah, now yeah, there are criticism like yeah, the hit stop is terrible or something like that. Yeah, I also noticed a hit stop is a little bit too much. Maybe they should reduce it. But we'll have to play the demo or something like that, to if they like release a demo. But yeah, whatever, we'll have to wait and watch. Otherwise, uh, it seems like a typical horror Silent Hill game. So only the combat part we'll have to watch. Now in the other dimension, like I told you guys previously, but in other dimension it seems like she gets some kind of superpower, because it seems like she becomes faster. If you have seen the gameplay, I mean, go visit that link. I have added the link in the comment section or the description. Just go and watch it. But you will notice that she just becomes faster and a little bit stronger. Now the stronger maybe because of the weapon, but yeah, in other dimension, it feels like she develops some kind of superhuman power or something like that. So yeah, I don't know if there is that kind of mechanics, but yeah. And yeah, those sickle kind of fight scenes, and yes, those weapon getting destroyed over time as we use it more. But yeah, we'll have to wait and watch. I am intrigued. I'm more interested about the like the fear or anxiety factor, like that kind of mechanics, because I have never played that kind of game, like that have like fear mechanics or something like that. So yeah, we'll have to wait and watch, I guess. Now I also want to add another thing in the combat or gameplay stuff. Like it is very slow, right? And also there is counter attack. So how does it work? Because of course counter attacks deals a lot of damage, but it is also slow. It is not like we are parrying in like in Sekiro, like the padding window is so small. But how does it work? Because we are we are like so slow in combat, and then we are countering. So is there a lag or something like that? Because most of the time when we talk about combat, this melee combat, the parrying or these counter attacks are very fast. The opponent misses, you get a time lag, like everything slows down and it becomes kind of cinematic, and then you hit the like the enemy or something like that. So how does it work? Because the combat is slow. Let's be real, combat is really slow. Every single hit, like you can see that yes, 13 or 14-year-old is fighting. So that would be interesting. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now let's talk about the music. And man, the Akira Yamaoka soundtrack is like really great. And I mean, it sets up the environment, and like it takes the environment and make it 10 times better, because it just makes it a little bit a little bit anxious. Like you won't like feel fear per se, but you will feel that that uncomfortable feeling, that unease. So yeah, there are those kind of background scores where you just feel fear, and then there are this kind of background score where you just feel that unease. If you go, if you enter in a like dark room and you play this kind of soundtrack, you will just feel uneasiness, man. It's not about the fear, it is like that, it's just constant unease. That's the problem. And yeah, this soundtrack does it really well. So yeah guys, overall, I believe it is gonna be a really great game. It's just we'll have to wait and watch. And yeah, 25th September is the date, so get ready, and hopefully it will be better. Can you imagine 25th September we get a Silent Hill F, and on 2nd October we get Ghost of Yotei. Like it is gonna be great, man. It is gonna be great. So yeah guys, that was my review of the Silent Hill F gameplay. I have added the link, just like I have told you guys before. Just go and watch those videos, support those channels. And yeah, so before I leave, I want to talk about the next video. Either it will be on Wuchang, or it will be on the accused farms. Like you guys remember that guy who was making the Stop Killing Games campaign in Europe. So yeah, I wanna support him. Like what am I talking about? I'm a really small channel, but yeah, I'm just starting right now. But yeah, I wanna support him, so I might make a video on it. And yeah, we'll see. Either it will be Wuchang or it will be a video on Stop Killing Games. So yeah, see ya guys. Bye.